Hi there, my name is Jerry White Jr. and I'm your Spokane Riverkeeper. Here at Spokane Riverkeeper, we say it's your river and we protect it. It's our charge to look after 111 miles of the Spokane River, from the Coeur d'Alene Lake all the way down river until the confluence with the Columbia River. The Spokane Riverkeeper is a part of a larger global organization called the Waterkeeper Alliance. But we are a watershed-based advocacy organization, an organization that is always right on the river. We have a fleet of several boats, and we pride ourselves in knowing every inch of our river. The Spokane Riverkeeper is a community-based organization that depends on multiple partners in the community, leverages those partnerships in order to protect the river, and lift up the connections of these various communities that see themselves in the life of the river and have deep connections to the river. We protect our river using science, using community advocacy, using collaboration, and using education.
Hi, I'm Jules Schultz with the Spokane Riverkeeper. Today I want to talk a little bit about our science program, specifically our community science program. Our community science program aims to engage people along the river and also collect useful data that will influence policy. We collect data on turbidity, and we also have a pretty neat program collecting crayfish for mercury analysis. Our turbidity program is pretty simple. We ask volunteers to go down and sample Hangman Creek and the Spokane River to see the effect of the sediment coming out of Hangman Creek every year on the Spokane River. With that comes a lot of work, but it's work we love because we know it'll improve the river and also engage people along the river. This year we had 36 volunteers take 180 sampling runs, and that amounts to approximately 650 samples that we read on the turbidimeter. So that's easily doubling what we did the previous year. We really believe this work monitoring turbidity is vital to the health and understanding the health of our river. But as the project grows, so does the need for support. The project has started with a few samplers from Trout Unlimited taking the occasional sample, and now it's every day of the week, and we need to be on call to run these samples and to support this project. The need has never been greater, both for the Spokane River and for the Spokane Riverkeeper.
Another program that we have developed that's been pretty innovative, that we've been at for 6 years, has been a Riverside Litter Pickup Program. Recently, we've taken on a partnership with Spokane River Forum in that, but we also partner with the City of Spokane at code enforcement. We partner with many other small businesses like Northwest Renewables, Flow Outfitters, to be out there on the river and addressing a need that frankly in many cases is not being addressed. We have an urban river, thousands of pounds of litter, well over 20,000 pounds of litter off of the banks of the river this year. Hundreds of volunteers saw hours out picking up. And what this allows us to do is, one, stop pollution. So whether we know it or not, much of that garbage is plastic. It's a terrible pollutant, it gets into our river. But secondly, it allows hundreds of people to come experience the river, learn something about the river, spend a little time with their river, and then enjoy doing something beautiful for the community. And what we found is it's a gorgeous outreach tool. So we actively seek sponsorships and partnerships for that program. It has been so successful. The community and the river itself has told us in many ways that we need to keep going. And we are hoping that in 2 or 3 years that we will double the size of this program.
Our funding partners are huge, all the way from individual donations to primary litter cleanup sponsors such as Northwest Renewables. It all makes a huge difference, and it allows us to get on the river more and clean up more trash, and so that's really what we're after.
So this season we were out on the river all season long taking temperature data. Because of this, agencies like Washington State Department of Wildlife, Department of Ecology, and others were talking to us. Oftentimes the agencies don't have the resources to collect those data. We also really are thin on the resources to collect those data, but we respond to the community need and we make it happen.
A huge reason behind what we do to monitor the health of the Spokane River is global climate change. We found that when we started our river temperature program, we're the only people taking continuous temperature in the Spokane River. And we've expanded that program dramatically as the need arises.
As agencies in the communities call us and express this need, we don't hesitate, we don't stop, we go do it. But this stretches our resources extremely thin. And it allows us to occupy that niche that nobody else is occupying, but is extremely important. And you know, one of the things that we're doing on a regular basis is trying to fill those gaps in resources and make sure that we don't have to stop collecting data or stop having a presence on the river.
Hi, I'm Chastity Kolb. I'm a graduate student at Oregon State University, and I've been interning with the Spokane Riverkeeper since May. So the state has water quality standards again for aquatic life. This reach of the river out here near the Idaho state line has already violated the temperature standard for water quality, and the high temperatures stress the fish out. They increase their metabolism, and that's especially dangerous for young red band trout.
The Spokane Riverkeeper uses existing laws and policies like the Clean Water Act and the Washington Water Pollution Control Act to ensure that those entities that interact with the river are doing so legally and taking care of the river for the public and the public's legal uses. The hope of our future is the recovery of salmon. Salmon were once the lifeblood of our Spokane River. They imported incredible amounts of ocean nitrogen and fed all of the little creatures in the ecosystem in our river. They also supported civilizations who have been here for millennia and will again. They will also provide joy, recreation, and the satisfaction of knowing we have a healthy river when they return from the Columbia. Here at Riverkeeper, we support the effort of recovering these fish, and more, our core mission at every turn is to support those visions and efforts of recovery that are underway by the Upper Columbia River tribes.